This is Broad Run Airport Station, the western station of the Manassas VRE line.
Caution, the doors are about to close.
The station opened with the Manassas line of the VRE in 1992. Here, 3 miles west of Manassas City and 30 miles from Washington, D.C. The area really started developing with new houses and commercial and all that in the 90s and early 2000s. And in 2014, Bristow, which is the jurisdiction that this station is in, was awarded the best place to own a home in Virginia. This station is located all the way out on the bottom left side of the VRE system map. There's one side platform used at this station, similar to many other of the VRE stations. They're nothing fancy, but they get the job done. This station is directly off the main line, adjacent to the Manassas Line VRE depot, which is back there, where trains are cleaned and maintenance is done to them when they're not in service. The station is located on the eastern edge of Bristow, Virginia, and the western edge of Manassas in an industrial office park type area. It is right across from KHEF, also known as the Manassas Airport. So as you can see, the station is right on a little siding next to the main line where Amtrak, Norfolk Southern, and VRE trains northbound run. The main attraction right near the Broad Run station is right behind me, right here. It's the Manassas Airport, scheduled to start commercial flights in the next few years, and is the only general aviation airport here in Prince William County. So of course I decided to record this on one of the windiest days I've ever seen. Anyway, getting to the airport from the station isn't straightforward, despite airport being in the station's name and it being less than a mile away as the crow flies. Without a car or a bike, there aren't convenient options. Cycling is possible, but not ideal, taking about 10 minutes with a distance of 1.3 miles. But in a sec, we'll talk about why it's not great. Walking, on the other hand, takes about 30 minutes and has limited to no sidewalks, making it less than desirable for most normal folks. There's currently no shuttle service available, and I doubt one will be introduced when commercial flights begin operating at the airport. I'm sure somebody will take the train to the airport at some point, but it will be a very, very small number of people. It's kind of funny though, isn't it? Airport is in the station name, but if someone who's not from the DC area gets a flight out of Manassas Airport and sees that there's a train that goes there, they might assume that there's some sort of connection. I would not be surprised if at some point someone does that and is in for a rude surprise at a 30-minute walk. There is not much near the station. To the south, there are 5 parking lots of various sizes, and to the north, there's a junkyard on the other side of the tracks. And due to the way the roads are configured, it would take you about 20 minutes to walk there, and part of the walk would not be very safe at all. There is currently 0 bus service of any kind to or from the station. The only ways in and out are cars, of course, bikes, which is doable, but not the best experience, and then, of course, walking, but I could probably count on 1 or 2 hands, how many people have ever, in the 30 years the station has existed, has walked from this station to their house or wherever they were going. It's probably under 100. I wouldn't be surprised if it was under 10 people, period, ever.
Plenty of space in the parking lot, but the little cars go win the compact spot. Spot.
I rode my bike here, and it's doable, but you're going to be on public roads for some of the time, and these roads are posted at 35 miles per hour. So, again, it's technically doable, but not very many people actually do it. The closest houses to here are about 5 to 10 minutes away, but most people just drive. From the Capitol building to here, it takes about 1 hour and 37 minutes total on VRE with a 17-minute walk. Taking a car is somewhere around 65 minutes, depending on traffic, and an express bus to Manassas, but not this station, takes about 1 hour and 30 minutes. I can literally walk at the same speed as the train goes here. It goes really slow in and out of the station. The station is currently only served on weekdays. The first train leaves from this station at 5:01 a.m., and the last train to leave this station to DC at 5:10 p.m. The first train into Broad Run here from DC arrives at 7:47 a.m. and the last train here to Broad Run from DC gets here at 8:19 p.m. All right, there goes the 5:10 train to DC, the last train to leave this station for the day. I literally saw 0 people on the train when I was looking into it. I saw one guy in business uniform over here standing on the platform, so maybe he got on the train I didn't see, but I'll put on screen, this train to DC at 5:10 p.m. gets almost no ridership. It is literally just a positioning move that they let people get on because someone might as well use it, right? So one-way fare to Washington, D.C. from here is $10, and if you want monthly, it's $277. Not exactly cheap, but there are a lot of employers in D.C. who will actually pay if you take Metro, VRE, or MARC, or some other commuter service and choose not to drive. So not everyone pays that much. The fact they have a smoking permitted area, very surprising. Definitely a relic of the past. VRE has not published official stats on ridership since 2012, when they reported that about 1,290 people boarded at Broad Run Station each weekday. Since the pandemic, VRE ridership has been hovering somewhere around 35% of pre-pandemic levels for a while, so that would make this station's ridership somewhere around 450 passengers per weekday in 2024. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the pros and cons of this station. It exists for people who drive from far out. Yeah, people drive from far out to the station to take the train into DC. Next, it could be a good connection to the airport in the future if they implement some sort of shuttle service. And number 3, it keeps cars off the roads and off of the busy streets of DC, which is pretty nice. Cons, plenty of cons for this station. There's really nothing walkable from this station. There aren't even sidewalks to walk on. Trains run at peak times only. However, they do have plans to run more service, so we'll see if that ever comes to fruition. And it is strictly a park/kiss and ride. You know, kiss and ride is such a weird term when you think about it. There's really no good way out of here except by car. By bike is doable, and walking is technically doable, but not a fun time. Thank you so very much for watching this video till completion. Broad Run is actually my home station if I had to have one, because it's the closest one to my house. So it's a little near and dear to my heart. Anyway, remember to go outside, touch some grass. I don't have any here to show you. You know what it looks like. And have a great day.